Thank you for joining us back. And today's workshop will wrap up with a very interesting session by Ankit. Ankit Agarwal has about 15 years of overall experience across multiple PaaS products, which includes Fusion Analytics, Integration, and Visual Developer. He has worked in many cross-pillar deals as part of Oracle, which requires complex integration and reporting requirements. So over to Ankit to have the cherry on the cake.
Alright, so you're seeing the demo from Shiva, which talks about employee experience, manager experience, a lot of things coming up in the GenAI space along those lines. But what about when you talk about the HR health of your system? The data which is required by your executives to take important business decisions, right? So if I may ask you, right, what are the top 5 areas what you're looking for? Or what are the top 5 KPIs which you're looking at? Anything from the audience?
Attrition.
Yes, attrition is one.
Learning hours.
Learning hours, yes, that is one of the KPIs. Turnover rate, maybe.
Top talent.
Sorry?
Top talent.
Top talent, yes. So these are some examples, right? And where do you think the data is coming from for these things? Do you track the data? Do you have the data already in your system? Or is it diversified, or it is in the dispersed system, right? Various systems, right?
Yeah, various
coming
systems.
from many systems which you may be using, right? So today, my name is Ankit, and today I will show you a solution where we are trying to collaborate so all these data and show you a one-point solution where you can see all the data and take important business decisions based on that. So this is Fusion HCM Analytics, or we also call it as Fusion Data Intelligence, wherein it is a collaborative enterprise-grade analytical solution which gives you the power of machine learning, which gives you the insights of your overall data in your organization, whether it's being the workforce, the talent management, performance, or any other system or any other external data which you may want to incorporate into. So it is for all your HR business leaders and the people managers across. It also enables you to drill down into the transactional level or the core level of data which you may have, right? So it is also voice enabled as well as mobile enabled, wherein you can simply ask simple questions to the application and it will answer you based on different graphical forms and show you reports based on that. So what exactly is Fusion Data Intelligence? It's a product built on top of Oracle's market-leading data warehouse and the analytical solution which is Oracle Cloud. It combines the power of these two products along with all the different different integrations which are required to move the data from various systems into one single source of truth. Now, combining the data, it has all the different kinds of reports, KPIs, analytics, AI algorithms, everything inbuilt within it, which helps you take important decisions, and it also gives you many insights, which I will show you in the coming slides. It gives you the capability of the pre-built with Oracle products, and also it gives you the capability to connect with your third-party data. So you may be using sources like some other systems, some other applications, which gives you connectors to connect to it. You may be using it, maintaining some of the data manually, right? So it gives you the capability to upload simple Excel sheets and then start reporting on top of it. So similarly, it gives you basically the tool gives you the capability to combine the data from various sources and give you a holistic view of the data to take your important decisions on that. All right, so across the board, across the Fusion Analytics, we cover a lot of business functions within it, right? So, for example, on the HR side, we have all the workforce and others. These are from the ERP side. from the supply chain side and from this customer experience side of it. So all together across all business functions, we provide you more than 3,000 plus KPIs out of the box, which you can start using from day one. So since these are out of the box, there is no implementation time. It is simple configuration, and you start using it from day one. So if you talk about only HCM or HR, right? We provide you. These are some of the business functions which we cover. This is not the exhaustive list, but we have many more. We cover almost 1,000 plus KPIs out of the box, which includes things like workforce, right? So if you want to see what are my promotion rates or my headcount, so headcount is not just one KPI that it will just give you the headcount by number. You can also dice and slice the data based on different locations or genders or ethnicity, country of citizenship, and various other dimensions which you may have. So it not only gives you just the numbers or for the KPI to be seen, but it also gives you the capability to drill down into the data and see where the data is actually coming from. So similarly on the diversity and inclusion part, right? The female gender ratio, the distinct worker nationalities and things like that. Similarly on the absence side, the attrition rates, the talent profile, the talent management things, the overall performance of the organization, whether people are meeting goals or not, or they are really compensated well or not. So things like comparison. So all these KPIs are automatically delivered from the system. So these KPIs may be directly coming from one of your attributes in the system, or it may be calculated as well, right? So there's a lot of calculations also. So all those things are also delivered as part of the KPIs which we deliver here. So what we are trying to do over here is that when you can create your database, right? So you will have all your data. But what to do with that data is a challenge, right? So that's what we are trying to give you over here. When you do it yourself, you can create, but you don't know what to do with that data, right? When you do it yourself, you have a lot of steps to be followed up. You have to do the data extract, you have to understand the data, where the data is coming from, how is the structure of the data. A lot of complexity involved in the data extraction and understanding perspective. Then you have very little time, or maybe you get to that stage of taking action and analyzing data at a very later point of time. Maybe 6 months down the line, you will know that okay, this is what my data looks like. Here, with the pre-built capabilities, we are giving you the configuration. We're just giving you the capability to configure the system. All the data is coming automatically within a day, and then you start analyzing the data what you have. Right. So as I told you, we give you 1,000 plus KPIs, but we also give you the data, not only the KPIs, we give you the data as well. So that if you want to build more KPIs, you can connect different business functions together and then start creating more KPI for yourself, which you may be monitoring. So those kind of capabilities. So we give you the KPI dashboards, we give you the data pipeline, we give you the data model, which is behind the scenes, and it is all in sync with the versions or with the new releases the Fusion cycle, the Fusion is having, right? So every time there is a change in the Fusion, this also synchronizes well with that, and it also updates the data model. So there is no disconnection when the Fusion or when the actual product, the core HR system upgrades, and no disconnect between your analytical system as well over here. And on top of it, it also includes the security framework. So it is very important that who is seeing what kind of data, right? Like you said, right, one of the time. Who is seeing what data is very important, and that framework is also automatically imported based on what you have set up in your HCM system. So all these things are pre-built, ready to use. From day one, you start using the pre-built, and then you start extending the system by bringing more data from your various sources, like it can be Excel sheets, other systems. We provide you a number of connectors, adapters, wherein you can use it to directly connect to systems, to your databases. If you have bespoke systems, you can import the data from those databases. Anything, right? So pretty much. And we also give you the database access, right? So you can use the database to push your data from your system, which legacy systems, right? So they may not have connectors. So you can do those kind of integrations as well. And this is not a one stop. It's not a one time solution wherein we are just giving you 1,000 KPIs today, and then we are saying that okay, it's done. No, it's not. It's a continuous journey. So we started back, with some 200 KPIs, but right now we are around 3,000 plus KPIs. For HCM alone, we are somewhere around 1,000 KPIs. And this journey is, we are increasing. We are adding more and more use cases, more KPIs to the solutions, and that's all available to you when you have feature engineers. When you upgrade your systems, it will automatically be added to your application, and you can start leveraging those KPIs as well. Along with it, we are also adding AI ML use cases to it, right? Wherein you can use those algorithms. Right now, we deliver 17 AI ML algorithms within the systems inbuilt. So you can start using those algorithms to do your predictions. Similarly, GenAI is also coming into picture, wherein you can ask simple questions to the application and it will start replying to it. So those kind of capabilities are also, and it will be available to you, when the releases are, when new releases are.
So these KPIs are industry specific or how it is built?
So these are generic KPIs, business function wise right now. So, for example, if you're talking about talent management, right? So it will talk only about talent management for now. But if you want to, we give you the data. If you want to modify it to suit your business requirement, your industry, you can do that. So it may not cater to all the industry because it's a generic product, but it will definitely give you that numbers. Any more questions? All right. So yeah, with this, I'll quickly show you a quick demo of how the product looks like. So you may have a lot of questions, right? Like we noted down a few points. These challenges like attrition, top talent, the learning, hours, and the turnaround time. So all these things, these questions are answered by the reports, the KPIs which we give you, right? So let's quickly see what kind of questions or what kind of reports do we really have here. So these are one of the questions which may be around diversity, right? Do I have adequate women staff in my organization, right? Or is my organization performing well, right? Or maybe some other questions like how is the time to the fill rate of my job requisition. So let's try to see what do we have on the product side. All right. So here's the demo of how a diversity analysis may look like, right? So this is one of the out of the box report of diversity analysis which is delivered. So it gives you diversity based on various parameters like the distribution, the turnover rate, the promotion, and others, monthly, current, quarterly, and by different workup category. Now all these segregation is by gender, right? We have multiple tabs which speaks about ethnicity, age group, tenure, country of citizenship. So these are some of the dimensions which are delivered out of the box. But you surely have more capability wherein you can drill into the data by just right clicking. You can simply right click and you can drill into any of the attributes which you may have, right? So you may have various other, maybe time frame if you want to calculate, or if you want to do performance band, you can simply drill into any of the attributes from here, and then the graph will rearrange itself based on those attributes. So that's what it gives you the power of seeing the data, and then also using the capability to use the tool to see or analyze the data in various forms. So similarly, right, if I talk about something like performance management, how is the overall health of my organization, or what are the documents which by managers which are given to me. So those kind of attributes or those kind of reports are also available. How many performance ratings have been given, how many are under which performance stars, or things like that. All these things are delivered out of the box. Similarly, when we talk about talent acquisition, which is a very important area, we are talking about what is the time to hire, right? So these reports give you, what is the average time to fill a position, right? There's the overall average. Again, you can drill down into job requisition level also from here. What is the average time to offer? How is the time to hire based on different job families? Okay, so similarly by different month and location, so okay, which business functions or which HR group is based on different locations, how they are performing, or what is the market based on. Similarly, what are the number of applicants which are there, right? So which country or which phase the total applicants are. Similarly, similarly other attributes like just
It also gives a managed rate, right?
sorry.
Pre-attrition, rejoining attrition, right?
Yes, so you have these parameters available. I need to check pre-joining, but yeah, it will give you pre-joining rates as well. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's move on. Yeah. So yeah, basically, okay. So yeah, not only this, it also gives you prediction features, right? So the prediction features include like forecasting of your time to hire. So you know how much time it really required to hire in the future. So the prediction algorithms are inbuilt. It also gives you trend analysis, wherein you can simply by clicking the button, give me a trend analysis for this particular graph. It will start giving you trend analysis along those lines. Not only this, right, it also gives you various sentiment analysis algorithms along with it, right? So you may have various HR surveys within your organization to evaluate the overall sentiment of the organization, whether employees are feeling positive of the organization, negative, whatever. You may also have many exit surveys, right? So HR exit surveys also play an important role. So these sentiment analysis algorithms gives you, or it simply reads to the comment, whatever employee comments they have. It reads through those comments and analyzes whatever the overall sentiment of an employee is, and it gives you in a graphical form, right? It simply summarizes everything. So you don't have to really go and read through every comment of somebody. You don't have to do that and analyze those things. It gives you in a graphical form so that you know that okay, what is the overall, where is the organization moving toward on the sentiment side and things like that. Even when if you want to see a overall dashboard, okay, what is the major region of attrition, right? You can use this algorithm to really find okay, what are the employees seeing when they're exiting, what is the main reason for the employee leaving the organization, so things like that. So this also, there are a lot of other cool features also which are there in this, like you can convert these graphs into narratives, right, which will give you whenever you are trying to create a dashboard or a annualized statement, you can simply convert these graphs into simple narrative, right? So you can simply have a word form of it. Maybe I just try to show you how that is done. So you have a graph, you have an overall sentiment, and then you use by a click of a button, you can simply convert this into a. Okay, the session. I just need to log in. So you can simply convert it into a text readable form from here. Yeah. All right. So you see a lot of cool features. It also has features like auto ML. So it gives you auto ML suggests you different kind of graphs. It also gives you anomalies, right? So if you have a data set wherein you want to see where the data is moving, or if there are any discrepancies in the data, so those kind of anomalies are also given in the system. So lot of things which are there, lot of things which are coming up also. So when I close, maybe I'll just try to show you one of the cool features which I like a lot. Yeah. So GenAI is talked about everywhere, right? So this is one of my favorite feature which is coming up in the future releases, wherein you can simply ask the bot, okay, how much money do I spend based on different categories. Just just a random question. It will start giving you answers based on that and in a graphical form. And then you can, drill down into various other dimensions like what year, what month, what are my talent, what am I spending on the learning? Like one of the questions was, what are my learning strategies? Things like that can be easily answered using these GenAI features over here. So to sum up, right, this tool actually gives you the holistic view of what is happening, give you the insights of what is happening with your data around the HR space, and then give you actionable insights so that you can support your workforce to collaborate with a unified view and then act with confidence. Thanks. Any questions?
So I come from an industry where attrition is high and it's very normal. So sentiment analysis is something that I'm super interested in. Maybe I'm putting too much faith into AI, but will it be able to give me solutions as well? So if there's a sentiment analysis, right, it tells me attrition is high because salaries are low, maybe.
Yeah.
So does it give me a solution as well? So this is the set of people that want continuous motivation. Here's a set of people that want money, better incentives, and here's a set of people that want better employee engagement or learning and development for that matter.
Yeah.
So does it give me tailored solution for each bucket of people that it categorizes? Anything on that?
Yeah, so right now in the current release we don't have that, but yes, these are known as intelligent applications what we are coming up in the future. So in the future releases, you will have these kind of capabilities where it will also suggest you what to take based on what different actions, like you said, right? So this will be available in the future releases.
I look forward to it.
Any more questions?
And I think the same thing would apply to the surveys that we created earlier. So we get the results for those surveys and no actionables given as of this moment. But in future, I'm presuming that we'll get some actionable
right now,
intelligence or
right now,
insights.
whatever you have, it is just giving you insights and capabilities to explore the data, right? So you slice and dice, analyze it yourself, and then take actions on it. But in the future, it will come with the AI features, which will have algorithms inbuilt, which will start suggesting you, okay, what actions. So it will be use case based, right?
Yes.
So employee surveys will be one of the use case in the list. That okay, what actions to be taken for attrition? That will come up.
So how the external data, being brought into HCM?
Sorry.
External data.
Okay, so so you don't have to bring the external data into HCM here. So you can directly push it into the tool in the database of this Fusion Data Intelligence. Now, after you have that, right, you have the access to the data, you have the standard HCM core HCM data, you combine it on top and then you see that insight. That's how you have to do it.
But correct me if I'm wrong, I'm told that there is no specific database, right, for HCM. I mean, you can't pull out the data. That is what Shiva always, whenever I ask for any requirement, to come back and say.
No, sir, here, what he's saying is, we don't need to bring the data from your external system to HCM.
Correct.
We can have a wrapper on top of it where we can see both the system data and the intelligent applications.
This will sit on top of your HCM application.
Okay.
You can directly drill down the data into your.
I think you're talking about how do I get the data out from your HCM cloud, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so
That also I need.
Yeah,
I'm not able to.
that exactly, that is not possible actually. You have tools, you have connectors like BICC. That's a different topic, but yeah, you have connectors like BICC, which is Business Intelligence Cloud connector, using which you have to extract the data from outside HCM cloud. You definitely don't have access to the database. There is a database, but you don't have access to it.
Correct. That's what. Because it's in cloud, right? So.
Yeah, so there is a database, but there are ways to take the data out from cloud.
Okay.
Yes. Or anything?
This is a standalone tool
Yes.
for intelligent reporting. The way I understand it, it is on top of my Oracle HCM application or any other application that I'm using.
Yes.
So this tool I can integrate with those applications, whatever applications I have, right? That is my
Yes.
understanding.
Yes.
And you're saying that I have to extract data from those applications and feed into this tool
Yes.
in certain predefined formats, I'm presuming.
So yeah, so that will depend on what is your requirement. So the data model which I'm talking about, when you extract the data, you have to create your or redefine or transform your data in some form. That transformation will purely depend on what requirement do you have. Now, you don't have to really do it every time or for every system. You may have some systems where you have a small portion of data coming. You have connectors for that. There are, if I talk in technical language, you have REST connectors available. You can directly pull the data on the go. When you open the report, it will fetch the data from the system, show it to you. So you're not really transferring any data in that cases. So it depends based on case to case basis how you want to or where you want the data to reside.
But there is a data warehouse.
Yes, there is a data warehouse, and you have full access to it, so you can really customize at any level.
So the model can also be customized or
So the standard model can be extended,
okay.
but not modified. So by extensions, yes, you can.
So
say
any
it is
new
modified.
model that needs to be built based on
You can build it. You have the capability.
so on top of the HCM product.
Yes, on top of the same product. So you can have two parallel things also running here. One is the Oracle standard product, and you can use it as your enterprise level entity solution, where you can build your own model which does not connect with your existing data. So it can be that way also.
It's an equivalent of Power BI, if I can say that.
So it has something more to offer actually. So Power BI is a platform tool. Yeah. So
No, that is the reason I asked for the database. No.
Yeah. So Power BI will give you just the access to data, right? So to build things. So it gives you pre-built plus building things. So whenever you're talking about Fusion, data coming from Oracle Fusion, you don't have to build anything from there. You already have all the data with you, data models and everything inside. Okay. All right. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, there is the next Oracle Cloud World Tour is between September 9th to 12th, 2024 at Las Vegas. So it's a wonderful place. So anybody looking forward to have fun time as well as be part of this Oracle Cloud World Tour, please do your registrations accordingly.